platform of Facebook and also Gazette.com. Darryl Glenn joining us now, El Paso County Commissioner, and now the presumptive nominee for the Senate Republicans. First, how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I'm just so blessed to have such a great campaign team and staff to be able to help us get this victory tonight.
How do you reach out to the other candidates? Because we did have a motion that you are now going to be the presumptive nominee.
Well, the one good thing is we've all learned from one another, we've helped each other, and we're all united in the fact that Mr. Bennett needs to go. And we're united in the fact that we need to make sure that we get him to run on his record. When you start thinking about the Iran nuclear deal, when you start thinking about Obamacare, when you think about the excessive regulations that are having a traumatic impact on the hardworking families here, we're going to make him run on that, and he's going to be held accountable for it.
All right, let's talk about that. First term for a U.S. Senator, Darryl Glenn. What's your first order of business in the first 30 days?
Well, you know, you have to look at the issues that are facing us right away. And that's why one of the things I emphasize in this campaign, you have to be ready to go on day one. When you start thinking about the defense of this country, we have a radical Islamic terrorism is real, and we must recognize the fact that they have declared war on this country. We need to make sure our men and women have the tools, training, and equipment to do the job, and we need to take care of our men and women when they come home. And the second issue deals with our debt. Fiscal responsibility is a national security issue. $19 trillion and growing has to be addressed. I want to push for a balanced budget amendment.
Many criticisms from Republicans have specifically been against Michael Bennett about what he didn't do for folks at home. As a homegrown kind of guy, Air Force Academy graduate, El Paso County Commissioner, tell me what you are going to bring to the table for your constituency here in El Paso County.
What we're going to do is we're going to bring somebody that's willing to sit down with families and understand what are the issues that are impacting their lives. See, we need to make sure that people really focus in on the fact that while Mr. Bennett likes to focus on Republican versus Democrat, we want to focus on Coloradans because we are broken down a third. The issues that are impacting us are impacting all of us. You just can't support the left-leaning agenda. You got to support what's in the best interest of Colorado. You can't just support the president. You got to support what's in the best interest of Colorado. And he has failed to do that, especially when it comes to the Iran nuclear deal, Obamacare, and excessive government regulations.
But first term for a Senator, Darryl Glenn, what are you going to do specifically for El Paso County?
Well, again, I want to push back on those, especially the EPA regulations are having a tremendous impact on people here. And secondly, our military, we need to actually do something to make sure they have the tools, training, and equipment. So with my military background, I want to make sure that we deal with that issue now because the enemy is growing with intensity. We need to make sure that we're prepared to be able to lead when it comes to making sure that we eradicate them, working with our allies.
Your message to Donald Trump, because let's be honest, there is a fragment in the Republican Party. There are splinters in the Republican Party. Your message to him, because obviously what he does as a presumptive nominee goes downstream to tickets like yours.
Well, my message to him is to recognize that we are living under an administration right now that is not working in the best interest of this country. And he can focus in on those issues. And I'm going to be the one here in Colorado that's going to have his back and make sure that we emphasize the fact on their issues here in Colorado. It's not about Republican, it's not about Democrat, it's about what's in the best interest of Coloradans, and that's something that he can count on me in leading that charge.
So finally, as the presumptive nominee for the U.S. Senate, and he is the presumptive nominee for president.
It's to come up with an agenda that's forward-leaning, that's in the best interest of Colorado and the best interest of this country, and we can do that together.
Is there anything you'd like to add, sir?
I just want to say thank you, everybody that has supported us, and we're going to continue to lead.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. The U.S. Senate presumptive nominee you just heard live here on Gazette.com, also on our social media platform of the Facebook. Darryl Glenn, we were attending his party to listen to that, and you saw the numbers here on Gazette.com. You also saw it on Facebook, and you saw here in El Paso County he was leading, and throughout the state, the Associated Press has called it. Of course, we'll continue to monitor what's happening here and across the state with all of the races, statewide and here locally. I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com, and this has been Gazette 2016 election coverage brought to you by Bob's Discount Mattresses. For all the latest election information, go to thegazette.com and, of course, our social media platform of the Gazette. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.